Hello everyone, thank you for having me. My name is Siti Noor Ayuni binti Ismail and I am going to be speaking to you today about wearing helmet should be made compulsory when riding a motorcycle. Permit me to ask you a few fundamental questions such as whether or not you believe it is necessary to wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle. Why it is important that a helmet be worn at all times? Are you aware of the repercussions that come with making the decision to go without a helmet? There is a chance that some of you are already aware of it, but there is also a chance that some of you are not. In Malaysia, which has the highest road fatality rate per 100,000 inhabitants in Asia, motorcyclists account for more than half of the traffic accidents that result in fatalities in the country. The heavy weight of the helmet, the feeling of heat, the pain in the neck, the feeling of being suffocated, and the restriction of head and neck motions are the causes of this. According to a study that was conducted in the city of Kerman in the Iran province of Kerman, the survey indicates that the mentality described as careless account for 60% of all cases. This suggests that many people who ride motorcycles are just ignorant about their safety precautions and do not take them into consideration. The initial 10 months of 2015 had an increase in the number of fatal accidents as reported by Bernama. Between January and October of 2015, there were 838 terrible incidents that claimed the lives of 612 motorcyclists. In 2017, there were 588 fatal incidents using motorcycles. According to Datuk Dr. Khairil Anwar Abu Qasim, Director General of the Road Safety Department, helmets were only worn by a minority of motorcyclists, and a few the available models did not meet SIRIM requirements. According of these numbers, it is imperative that you wear a helmet at all times to safeguard your life. When riding motorbikes, I am here to persuade each and every one of you to wear a helmet. I'm sorry to have to break it to you, ladies and gentlemen, but this place has very significant problem with the way people are acting toward one another. The first of this is the attitude of carelessness. Because most of us are only going to be traveling relatively short distances, we rationalize that we do not need to wear helmets. For instance, traveling to and from the college to class is not a very long or difficult endeavor. The second one is, I am so confident that nothing will take place. We will also be aware that accidents are quite uncommon, which would be free of us from obligation to wear helmets. Are you aware that accident can take place in any setting at any time? Because of the work, you could lose control of your vehicle or run off the road. Everyone is aware that Malaysia is located in a tropical region. Some of us consider helmets to be an annoyance because they cause our head to become sticky and cause us to sweat. Our tropical climate is hot, humid, and uncomfortable. There are solutions available for the problems. To begin, in order to tackle the first problem, we need to adjust our way of thinking so that we are completely conscious of the risks that are involved. You still need to use extreme caution in order to avoid getting into an accident, regardless of how close it is. The second solution is that since we can't know what will happen soon, we can be certain that nothing awful will happen if we don't wear a helmet. This means that the solution to the second problem is that we should always wear a helmet. Accidents don't offer the victim any advance notice before they happen. The third issue can be remedied by always covering your head and keeping it clean and dry, as well as by wearing a bandana or scarf at all times. Even if you have to wear a helmet, this will reduce the amount of sweat that accumulates on your head. Now, let me tell you what will occur if you do not wear it, as well as what will occur if you do wear it. To begin, there is always the risk that you will be involved in an accident and have a brain injury. In the event that this takes place, you will be required to spend a significant amount of time receiving treatment at the hospital, during which time you will be absent from your scheduled lessons, tests, and quizzes. Your career marks and grades will suffer as a result of this. And to make matters worse, your semester may be prolonged, or the another keyword is extend. An injury to the head, as I just said, a blow to the head and is one of the potential causes of traumatic brain injuries (TBI). This is what happens when a motorcyclist is involved in an accident on the road or highway and bangs their head. These injuries can range from relatively minor ones, such as concussion, to ones that are so severe that the victim will require care for the rest of their life. You have the ability to prevent accidents. As a result, all the unfortunate things that could take place won't. You have a better chance of surviving if you wear the helmet, since it shields your head. Helmets give another layer of protection to the head, which shields the wearer from the most severe forms of traumatic brain injuries. The helmet is helpful in two different ways. It spreads the force of the impact over a larger area so that it doesn't hit certain parts of the head hard. The second one is it keeps the head and the object that hits it from coming into direct contact. It does this by creating a mechanical barrier between the head and the object. If we want to avoid any unexpected repercussions, we need to make sure that we are wearing helmets so that we can protect ourselves. We have the ability to prevent brain injuries, which will allow us to avoid the cost of having to pay for treatment in a hospital, allowing us to both save money and avoid incurring those expenditures. As a result, I cannot stress enough how important it is for each and every one of you to always protect your head while riding a motorcycle by donning a helmet. Finally, but most essential, make sure you are always ride safely by using a helmet. That's all from me today. Thank you. Bye.